Hey, Dreamico, doing the thing. I'm going to share with you today some of the sounds and how I made this vocal sample pack that I use in some of my songs that I'm also making available for you to use if you want to produce any songs with some of the samples I made. So let's get into it. I'm not going to go over like how I recorded it, but I'm going to show you how I process some of the vocals that I use for some of mine. Also, even after I've done this basic sampling, vocal sample processing, when I take it into a project, I usually chop it up and do some more to it anyway, or more effects, which I'll show you in a project that I used. For now, I'm just going to go ahead and go through some of these vocal samples that I did and see if there's anything that you like. Then maybe you want to go ahead and grab that free vocal sample pack that I have, which is there in the description. I don't really like talking a lot, but I'm going to do this thing. So let's just go over some of these vocal samples. Some of them hit, some of them don't. I just went through a whole bunch of different things. Anyway, to stop talking, this is one that I did, Heartbreak.
Heartbreak.
Oops, I didn't let you guys.
Heartbreak. Heartbreak remix. Heartbreak.
Yeah, that one was kind of dumb, but that's Heartbreak. This one I used a couple of times in some of my projects. I like this one. It's different.
It's different. It's different. It's different. It's different.
It's different.
Anyway, yeah, that's It's Different. Here's Iconic.
Iconic. Iconic.
That was kind of cool. I did another one with some reverb
Iconic. Iconic.
just to give a different sound. Here's one I did, this If You Know, You Know.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Yeah, there's this other one I did, Legendary. I don't think I really liked it so much, but like I just put it in there anyway because I was just, like saying a bunch of stuff. I really just went kind of random with like different things, trying to come up with some vocal samples and thinking, no, maybe if I chop this up or put this here. Anyway, yeah.
Legendary.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but
Legendary in the making. Legendary.
it's whatever. Level Up is not so bad.
Level up. Level up.
Low Key Fire, I use this one in a couple of projects too because I like this one.
Low key fire. Low key fire.
This one is definitely Low Key.
Low key fire.
Yeah, Low Key Fire is actually good. It's Low Key Fire for sure.
Main character.
I think I used this in
Main character.
one of the gaming projects I did. I think this is another version of Main Character.
Main character.
Depth,
Main character.
to give it some space. Here's another Main Character. I think I pitched this one.
Main character. Main character. Main character.
And now, actually, we're gonna go to those Vox one shots later because I kind of those were kind of cool. I'll talk about that in a second. Where was I? Main Character. No Cap. Here's another one I used a few times. No Cap. Let me turn off the vocal one shot.
No cap. No cap. No cap. No cap. No cap. No cap.
Yeah, there's a bunch of those. Oh no, this was just I was just riffing some stuff with oh no's. Yeah, all of these when I pull into a song, I end up processing it some more. I don't love all of them, but some of them I ended up cutting off. Like there's a whole bunch that I recorded here that you're not gonna see because I cut them out completely because I was like, hey, that was poo. some of these hit, some of these don't, but a lot of them are low-key fire when you put into a song. It's like that with a lot of vocal samples. Some vocal samples, some people are really good at making vocal samples because they know they're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna say the thing. I'm not the greatest singer in the world. I do sing, but yeah, I have to make this improvements on my vocal samples, but this is my first vocal pack, and I use a lot of these, and these are some that I do in some songs that I produce. You probably hear some of them in some of the songs here on my channel, where you might be able to hear in the background some of these vocal samples. Let's see, here's...
Period. Period. Period.
Why is that title? This is supposed to be period. Yeah, anyway, that's period.
Period. Period. Period.
Yeah. Then there's just a bunch of random riffs that I did. See, I did some... I experimented with a lot of different effects to see what I liked, and I ended up just with these few. Anyway, that's it on the riffies. Vibe check.
Vibe check. Vibe check. Vibe check. Vibe check.
Just a bunch of random stuff that I just did. Zero chill.
Zero chill. Zero chill. Period.
Excuse me. Let's see. Well, yeah, now we're gonna go into some of my other favorites. First, I'm gonna go into my drum kit. Oops. Let's put that back. We're gonna do the drum kit, which not all of them are perfect as they are, but when I pull them into a project, I do a little more processing to boost it up a bit or to pitch it to where I need it to be. So we're gonna go from the kicks to, let's see, I did kicks, snares. Yeah, I did kicks, snares, snaps, toms, hi-hats, ride, crash, an open hat. So we're gonna go over some of these. We'll just go through and listen.
Ka 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 ka.
It all sounds like crap, like this, when you put it into the project, actually, it kind of fits out, which I'll listen to anyway. My open hats actually sound pretty good. Yeah, so there's like a basic drum kit that I made with the Vox, and then I'm gonna go over some of these vocal one-shots that I did, which actually like these. I patterned these off of one of the greatest songwriters and performers of the last generation, which was Michael Jackson, because I was like, he does like a lot of cool sounds and stuff like that, right? So I was like, you know what, let me make a kit, you know, to mimic some of that kind of style. And actually, I use this in a lot of my projects. So like sometimes you won't notice it so well. You gotta kind of like listen, but a lot of them are like in the back of my songs, you know, because some of these vocal one shots, like I don't know when. I don't know. I'm just gonna stop talking.
Woo! Woo! Yeah! Woo! Ooh! Yeah! Ooh! Yeah! Oh! Woo!
Okay, so some of those might have been a little risque. You didn't hear any of like those songs, but I just kind of went out and I just recorded a bunch of like vocal random stuff. So yeah, there's a little sample of some of my vocal samples that are in my free kit, which you can, if you like any of this at all, you want to use any of your productions, then you can download it for free and use in yours, chop it up, do whatever you want to. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. So now, just, you know, because we did that, I'm gonna show you a project that I use some of these in. I'm not gonna go over it so heavy, but I'm just gonna show you a little bit of one that I worked on here. Let's see, let's find that for you, okay? All right, here's the one that I did. is called Shackled. The song itself is pretty dope. I'm gonna let you listen to some of it a bit, and then I'll break down just a little bit. I'm not gonna go over it too much, but I'm just to break down a little bit of like where I use some of my samples, which you probably hear. Anyway, yeah, let's listen to this. All right, that's enough. Don't need to like listen to the whole song, whatever. But anyway, you could hear like some of the samples that I used, right? So yeah, there's Hits Different, and Low Key Fire. I did a couple of effects on these. I added some, a little bit of vocal transformation and some delay. I had this bus go out here to the reverbs and just updated, changed it up a bit here. Low Key Fire and Hits Different, how I put it together here. It's different to give it the, it is kind of cool sound. With the delay, Low Key Fire, of course. I modified this here. It's nice, right? And then in the drums, you hear like the main drums that I did, right? You got all these basic bits here. But I added on this snare, which is my box. So let's go ahead and here I put these, and then put the snare. You don't hear it a lot, but that there it makes it a little different. Here's the hats in this were 100% my Vox. But there's that one, but then I put these two together to give it this rhythm. Right? And then I have this other main cymbal, which isn't my voice. Oh, wait. This one is my voice, isn't it? Nope, that's not. That's another cymbal that I turned. Yeah, that's not my voice one. Okay, and then some of my breath. Here, let's just solo that out real quick. And listen to this one. It's just one of those so low, but you don't hear it so heavily. And then this one here. Right, it's like, let me turn this up a little bit so you can really hear it clearly. Hear that? So that is one of my hits, and I think did I reverse this one? What did I do? Yeah, see I chopped this up a little bit so that the sound comes in here and it kind of tapers up. Little bits, not a whole lot that I did here, but all of that together. Let's turn that one back down a little bit. But all together, it gives it that whole feel which you hear in the song to make it. Anyway, that's how I used my vocal sample pack in one of my songs, just to give you an idea. Anyway, I guess that's enough. I talked too much. If you like what I did, you know how the social media works, do the thing. But for now, yeah, if you want it, the link to download it is here in my description, right? So go ahead and do the thing if you like it. Yeah. I guess that's all I have to say for now. Time to stop talking. Cheers, yeah?